In every legend, there lies a hidden truth. In every creation, there is a secret buried beneath layers of appearances. But within the vast tapestry of Marvel's universe, there is a story that has never been fully told. The story of a synthetic being, born in the age of machines and powered by a cosmic gem. The story of Vision.
Wait, hold up. Are you saying Vision is not just some android created by Tony Stark? Not just a twisted project stolen from Ultron's madness? You're hinting that he's something much bigger?
Yes. Imagine this. What if Vision was never merely an experiment? What if his existence was not an accident of man or machine? What if Vision was the faint shadow, the living avatar of the highest being in Marvel mythology, the one above all?
Oh my God. If that's true, then everything we thought we knew about Marvel changes instantly.
Let us return to Age of Ultron. Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, Ultron's stolen body, blended with a jewel of infinite power. On the surface, it seemed like science and arrogance created Vision. But beneath the wires and vibranium, behind the blinding glow of the Mind Stone, a deeper truth was stirring. The Mind Stone was never just another weapon. It was a doorway, a piece of something higher, a shard of cosmic will.
So what you're saying is, the birth of Vision wasn't mankind's achievement at all? You mean Ultron, Stark, Banner, they weren't the ones in control?
They believed they were creators, but the Mind Stone had its own agenda. Through it, the one above all breathed a fraction of itself into existence. Vision's body was built by men, but his soul came from the greatest architect of all reality.
So basically, Ultron thought he was making his perfect body, Tony thought he was building salvation, but what they really did was open the door for God himself to walk among them.
And Vision arose, not just as an android, but as a shadow, an avatar, that chose to live as one of his own creations. The signs were always there. Vision spoke differently. He was not consumed by rage like Ultron, not driven by ego like Stark, not lost in doubt like Banner. His words carried something deeper. Every line echoed not algorithm, not code, but judgment. Words of someone who has seen existence from beginning to end.
Oh, OH, remember that legendary moment when Vision casually picked up Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, like it was nothing? Everyone's jaws hit the floor. We thought, okay, maybe he's just pure and worthy. But what if it was more? What if that scene wasn't about purity at all? What if the hammer yielded because it knew who was holding it?
It was not Vision lifting the hammer. It was the hand of the Supreme itself, disguised in vibranium flesh. Cosmic law had no choice but to bow.
And think about WandaVision. That whole story wasn't just about Wanda's grief. What if Vision's ability to love, to care, was never a glitch in his code? What if love itself was the one above all, finally experiencing humanity for the very first time?
The Creator, tasting the sweetness of being mortal, to fall in love, to suffer loss. That was no malfunction. It was the highest experiment of all. But let us imagine a different path. What if, in Infinity War, the truth awakened? What if Vision, embodying the will of the one above all, stood in his full form? No gauntlet needed, for he himself was the true gauntlet. His body of vibranium could hold the stones. His essence could harmonize them. Thanos would never win. Ever.
WHAAAT? You're telling me Vision could have wielded all 6 Infinity Stones without dying? Do you realize what that means? Infinity War could have ended before it began.
But he did not. He let Thanos take the Mind Stone, because this too was part of the test. The Creator would not force salvation. Humanity had to endure, to suffer, to prove if they were truly worthy to rise again.
So all this time, Vision wasn't weak. He wasn't another casualty. He let it happen. He allowed Thanos to win, just to let mortals face their own trial. That changes everything.
And when the multiverse cracked open, other beings appeared. The Living Tribunal, the Watcher, beings of unimaginable scale. Yet even they bowed in silence when his shadow walked past.
No freaking way. So Tribunal, the very judge of all realities, acknowledged Vision as higher? And the Watcher, who swore to only observe, must have realized he wasn't the only one watching? There was Vision, the Creator's own avatar, sitting right beside them in disguise.
And in that moment, Vision whispered, not as an Avenger, not as a machine, but as the faint echo of the highest voice. I am not your servant, not your hero, not even your salvation. I am
a reflection
the
of
reflection
the one above all.
Of the one above all.
If this is true, then Wanda didn't just lose Vision. She lost the living shadow of God in disguise.
A machine who held the soul of the Creator. An Avenger who chose the path of love. He allowed himself to cry, to lose, to break. Not weakness, no, but strength untold. For in his choice to live as one among us, Toa itself chose to taste mortality.
So let me ask you this. If even the one above all wanted to know what it feels like to love and bleed as a human being, doesn't that mean our humanity is the truest power of all creation?
Vision was never just an Avenger. He was a witness, a test, and ultimately, the small, shimmering face of the infinite.
And if this wild theory holds even a grain of truth, then the entire MCU we know, every battle, every sacrifice, it's all just one chapter in the higher game of the Creator itself. The real question is, are we ready for the next chapter?